kitties, how's it going? Melodica here with a brand new Let's Play, or the continuation of the Let's Play without a voice. It is a game that is on Steam, and I'm on day number 5 now, so let's just keep going to it. Ah, how beautiful it is today. Indeed. Elowen had surprised Cassidy early that morning, arriving at her front door without warning. Kinda rhymed. Though Elowen didn't even knock, silly creature. I wonder if she would have left if I hadn't seen her and opened the door. Whoa, the thought bothered her, almost as much as the notion that Elowen might not yearn for Cassidy's company the way Cassidy did for hers. I mean, she walked by her own volition to your cottage, so I'm pretty sure she enjoys your company as well. After some time spent lingering, both paralyzed by indecision, they decided to go on a leisurely nature walk. For the next few hours, they strolled through the forest together, stopping here and there to pick berries or mushrooms. Let's make some mushroom berry soup, because that's the thing. That one is poisonous, do not touch it. Right. Cassidy drew her hand back in mortified alarm. It would not do for your lovely skin to be marred by poisonous spores. Cassidy hazarded a glance at the other woman's face, but Elowen looked as unflappable as ever. Unflappable. Poisonous? Are you sure? How do you know so much? Hang on, I'm gonna save real quick, just in case. How do you know so much? You know so much about the flora and fauna here. However, did you learn it all? I have lived here many years. In that time, I have witnessed many interesting things. I have learned much, letting the people who pass through educate me. However, it's been a solitary life. I have seen much but experienced little. You sound experienced. Elowen. I have long felt like someone on the outside looking in on a world I could never touch. There was a melancholy in Elowen's countenance that Cassidy had not yet seen, nor even thought the woman capable of. The Elowen she knew was dignified, taking such charge of her emotions that none ever showed. I have not known her long, of course. Perhaps that was merely how she comports herself around those of little acquaintance. What made you decide to reach out to me? Reach out? That is... She thought back to their first meeting, the way her own heart had leapt at the sight of Elowen. And Elowen had known all about her, had apparently been watching her for some time. You didn't have to be sitting under the tree that day. You could have continued watching me from afar. But you found me. You spoke to me. And I'm so glad you did, but I fear she might call me silly if I say such a thing. I thought you delicately beautiful. Aw. Is there gonna be romanticism in this? I would love it. I would love it. The matter-of-fact way that Elowen said this struck Cassidy. She was flattered, of course, yet part of her was also worried. Beauty was not something lasting. It would be a shaky foundation for any relationship. Indeed. Guess you're not that dumb after all. If it had been a courtier complimenting her beauty, Cassidy might have taken it better. But this was Elowen, a woman of whom she was becoming increasingly fond. Thought? That's past tense, is it not? What do you think of me now? Ooh, I still think you exceedingly beautiful, but dainty and delicate you are not. You are far from being the poised princess I took you for. Ah, fucker. Cassidy winced and her mouth formed a little pout as she turned her eyes to the ground. As I thought, it is to be expected. Someone so graceful as Elowen would of course find me lacking. You are not what I expected, but I believe that might be for the better. Slowly, Cassidy tilted her face up, her eyes growing large with disbelief. For the better? You are always exceeding my expectations. I wonder if the other people I allowed to come and go would have, as well, had I let them so near. Well, it may be selfish to me, but I'm truly happy you let the others go. I'm glad that I'm the only person you allowed close. I'm sorry, that makes me sound so ugly. I don't think that word ugly would be wise. No uglier than I. Suddenly in Cassidy's eyes, Elowen looked so very haggard. What the fuck happened to my beautiful woman? She's still beautiful, but holy shit! She peered through the polished veneer and saw a woman who was tired and hungry. Are you alright? In a blink, Elowen appeared to be the same as always. Oh shit. Oh shit, did we all see that? I saw that. I am fine. Even so, Cassidy could not shake the feeling that something was off. Are you quite sure? You seem tired. Elowen was silent for a long while. Yes. Perhaps I am tired. Forgive me, I am not used to the midday sun. It occurred to Cassidy then that she had never seen Elowen in the morning before. Could she be something of a night owl? I hadn't supposed it. And here I invited her to walk with me, underneath the full blaze of the sun. How thoughtless I am. Elowen. Yes? Why don't you stay with me at my cottage tonight? Oh boy! Oh boy, some naughty shit. What? Well, I'm worried about you, and it can't be easy being a woman and living alone. She knew this best of all. I would be much more at ease if you could come with me. I would be much more at ease if you would come with me tonight. Let us break bread together and while away the night in comfort. She was not expecting Elowen to accept, not Elowen, who had reacted so strongly to an invitation merely a few days earlier. I mean, you barely knew each other. You still kind of barely know each other, and yet... Alright. Wow, really? Would it be better if I returned to my home? No, I was just worried that you would not accept. I realized that it's not very dainty to be so forward. At this, Elowen finally smiled. Oh, she's blushing! I love it! Cassidy's heart felt akin to an acrobat at the sight, doing backflips and pirouettes in joy. In her head. It would be my honor to accompany you. It may do us both some good. Ha, she's gonna eat her in her sleep or some shit like that. As ever, Cassidy was far too excited to hear the latter. Looking forward to a night with her new favorite person, she had already changed course and started along the path home. Dudes! Dudes! Cassidy closed the front door behind them and went to the kitchen to put away the plants they'd gathered. Is there anything I can help with? Leave it to me. Just have a seat and rest. Leave it to me! Pew, 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 pew. You really do look tired. Alright. Well. While she put her affairs in order in the kitchen, Cassidy couldn't help but think back to the things Elowen had said. She said that she likes me the way that I am. That's so kind. Oh my god. She's gonna be daydreaming about her. She felt a deep sense of warmth and satisfaction, the likes of which she had not felt in a long time. Whoa, something's gonna happen here. Are they gonna kiss or something? Oh my god, it's gonna send me fluttering with butterflies everywhere. Cassidy returned to the living room a short while later, 2 cups of tea in hand. Oh. She found Elowen asleep, slumped on the divan. Poor thing, she must have been exhausted. There was a loose strand of hair in front of Elowen's face. Cassidy reached down and tucked behind her ear. She looks so innocent when she's asleep. Chuckling to herself, Cassidy let Elowen rest and passed some quiet time reading by the other woman's side. Night soon fell, and the pair supped together. Elowen doesn't eat very much. No wonder she's so thin. Elowen, unaware of being observed so directly, delicately sipped a glass of water. Are you full? I am satisfied. You eat so little, I'm worried for your health. I eat enough. I do not like doing anything in excess. I see. Her tone left no room for argument. Maybe she can't, she doesn't eat. She doesn't have to eat. You know what I mean? Maybe she doesn't have to eat. After dinner, Cassidy cleared the plates and things away. And began to get the room ready for sleep. The cottage was not large. Her parlor had to double as her bedroom out of necessity. It was all well and good for a single person, but now that another had been added, Cassidy became acutely aware of the lack of space. There's only one bed. I do not mind sleeping on the divan, or the couch. I already did earlier. Once again, I'm sorry that I didn't wake you up. You just looked so at peace. I could not bear to wake you. I'm embarrassed to have allowed you to see me in such a state. I only fear... No, it is nothing. I will gladly sleep on the divan or the ground. I am not choosy. Oh, that won't do at all. You're a guest. Might we sleep together in the bed? Cassidy gulped. Truth be told, she had one other, much more preferable arrangement. Wait. Cassidy gulped. Truth be told, she had one other, much more preferable arrangement in mind. You want to sleep in the bed together, Elowen? We could share the bed. There's room enough for 2. I noticed You do not offer to sleep on the divan. Wow. Ah. Struck by her own lack of graciousness, Cassidy bit her lip, cowed into silence. I am only teasing. If you do not mind being so snug, I will be happy to share the space with you. Well, 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 there's blushing here, there's blushing there. Oh my goodness. Nothing would please me more than to be close to you. Well, I mean, yes, wonderful. I shall fetch another pillow then. She flew out of the room to retrieve a spare pillow from the closet, face burning with embarrassment. Oh, so pretty! Where did they get those jammies? Ooh, you know what she looks like? She looks like a forest elf. Like, looking at her a little bit closer, she kind of looks like a forest elf. Is that me? I think that's me. I don't know. They look very pale like that and like black hair and stuff. Oh, maybe she's a, I don't know, she's a demon! Do you have enough space? You're not too cramped? Wow. They're all snuggy together. I am fine. Truth be told, I do not mind the proximity. Well, well, well. There was a faraway look in Elowen's eyes. I had been alone for so long until you came. How did you come to live here in the forest? Where is your family? Huh. Oh. Why the hesitation? Perhaps she cannot say. That's big. It's a simple question, is it not? Why does she have such trouble talking about it? Though I suppose my own situation was not so simple to speak of. Has your family gone away? Elowen, with her mouth in a grim straight line, stared at Cassidy. It is a trying subject. I'm not quite sure where to begin. She took a deep breath. I have lived here all my life. Once I was not alone, but... Elowen paused and sighed. You remember the wisteria tree? Of course, that's my favorite place in the entire forest. Have you noticed that there are no other wisteria trees around it? Now that you mention it. She never had thought about it, but as Cassidy searched her memories, she realized that Elowen was correct. You're right. I wonder why that is. There is an even older wisteria tree deep in the forest, but now those are the only two left, and they are so far from each other. So it is with me. Cassidy found her choice of words puzzling, but nodded. I once had siblings. They have long since departed, so I don't really have family here anymore. Others have come and gone, as I said, but I could not relate to them. Ooh, getting closer. I watched them from afar without entering their lives and did not mourn them when they left mine. And so the years went by. Cassidy snuggled just a little bit closer to the other woman, as if to show meaning through actions where words might fail. And so they passed the night together, in pleasant company and warm conversation. All snuggled together and shit. Oh my god. I'm gonna leave this here. That was a nice little reprieve, nice little ending to this. They're all snuggly together. They barely know each other. She's gonna eat her alive or some shit like that. Maybe she's cursed and she can't leave the forest. Like Elowen, I mean. So I'm gonna leave this here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. This is very interesting. I thought it was gonna be boring. I'm so sorry. So I will have a link in the description for this game if you want to play it yourselves. It is a choice-making game, so you guys can choose what you wanna choose. I choose what I think is right for this game. So I will leave it here. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah! Love you all.